Hi guys, welcome back to Sim Captain. Going to do a repositioning leg. I flew into Milwaukee, Chicago Executive. I thought it was a featured airport because it was flagged on Vatsim, but apparently I was wrong. Just O'Hare and Midway were the featured airports, but that's alright. I still like doing things like this as long as I have air traffic control. So I'm going to reposition right now from Chicago Executive down to Springfield, Illinois. It's a short 35-minute flight. Try and get our clearance here. Chicago Center, Gulfstream 480 here at Chicago Executive, looking for IFR clearance to Springfield.
Number 48 Sierra Chicago departure. Clearance is on request, sir. State, please stand by. And number 48 Sierra, have your flight plan. Advise ready to copy.
480 Sierra, we're ready to copy.
Number 48 Sierra, you're cleared to area on Lincoln Capital Airport. Via Milwaukee 3 departure, ready back to Bradford and South. Climb via Sid. Departure this frequency, spot 3133.
Okay, 480, we're cleared as file to Capital City via the Milwaukee 3, Bradford, then climb via the SID, squawk 3133.
Number 40 CSL, your lead is correct. It's time to push back at Thompson Express and advise and ready to taxi stick when we 16 for departure. Milwaukee altimeter 3029er.
16 for departure, we'll call you for taxi, 480. Alright, and the altimeter is set. And we're going to kind of do this on the hurry up. We're going to close the door. Doors closed, lights are out, master switches are on, beacon is on, pumps are on, fuel valves open. Parking brakes on, lights are on, bleed air over, select number 2 for start.
Approach Southwest 921 on
Going to put the flight director on.
For 6,000 at Haley.
Camera alerts are on.
Chicago approach. Expect violation when we 31 center. The Midway altimeter
Engine 2 is coming up.
House Hills at 5,000 at Hills clear violation when we 31
Good ignition in number 2. Select the ground. Let it stabilize. Open the fuel valve for number 1. Bleed air. Select number 1.
Southwest 921.
Number 1's turning. We have 3133 in the box. Start squawking normal.
Expecting ILS approach runway 31 standard. Southwest 921.
Number 1's coming up.
Number 458 Charlie Fox.
Okay, good ignition. Number 1. Select the ground. Pitot heat and de-ice are on. Flaps are set for takeoff. Trim is set for takeoff.
And
all warnings are clear. We'll shut the APU down. APU is coming down. Master switch is off.
As he was going on, your flight plan is showing like APU. So number 458 Charlie Fox.
Now we're doing the Milwaukee 3 departure here.
Report calling base.
We're going to Bradford. 114.7.
We're going 20 right, and then we'll call before we turn base.
Put that in.
I'm sorry about that.
And we have to make
no worries, pound mistake. Second.
An immediate right turn within 1 mile of the departure end
to
join the
south of you directly in a second.
radial 345 off the O'Hare VOR. So I better put the O'Hare VOR in. 113.9. Put Bradford on this nav 2. Okay, which is going to be a heading of 345, so I'll just put that in. Wants me to climb via the SID.
Number 1001.
I'll climb and maintain 3,000. Departure briefing is we're departing runway 16. We have to start a right turn within 1 nautical mile of departure end of the runway and complete turn to assign heading east of Route 345. No, I'm sorry, east of radial 345 of the Chicago O'Hare VOR. This will ensure separation from the runway 15 final approach course at O'Hare International. If unable to comply, advise executive tower prior to takeoff. We will be able to comply. We will turn before that point. Alright, altitude is the local setting. Flight controls are free and correct. Let's do a spoiler test. They're fully out. Lights illuminated. Retract. Light extinguishes.
And November 458 Charlie Foxtrot, you can contact DuPage Tower 120.9 good day. DuPage Tower 120.9, 458 Charlie Foxtrot, thank you. I'm sorry about that, Joe. Good night.
Pull up the airport chart real quick. And Chicago Gulfstream 4800 at Executive, we're ready for taxi at Atlantic.
Alright, Gulfstream 800 taxi runway 16 via Lima.
16 via Lima, we'll call you holding short, 4800. Alright, brakes are released, taxi lights are on.
2688, good evening at 3000.
We'll test the brakes, there's the left brake.
Chicago, the pressure that contact.
There's the right brake.
7,000 direct to Michigan, of course.
Alright, brakes are test.
7,000 direct to Kaminsky and Frigid on course 2688. It's not still looking for clearance, for approach clearance.
At Chicago Gulfstream 4800, we're ready to go runway 16 at Executive. We have a glitch of signs in the runway. Alright, brakes are on, taxi lights are off.
The 2688 contact
Stars, switches are set to
125.00
continuous.
Roger, 125.00, 2688, good night.
You didn't hear me. And Chicago Gulfstream 4800 is ready to go 16 at Executive.
Gulfstream 8CSL runway 16. Depart heading 050, left hand 050, the wind 2603, clear for takeoff. Chicago Coast Southwest 1482 with you descending through 10,000. Southwest 1482 code. Correct, Southwest 1482. Southwest 1482, Chicago approach back Dallas 131 Center, then we have 103026. Takes Dallas 31 Center 1482.
And Chicago Gulfstream 4.
Go ahead, Gulfstream.
I just wanted to verify, you said instruction of a left turn 050, which is conflicting to the departure procedure. Would verify what you want me to do.
Gulfstream 480, so stand by. I'm getting some information from a different departure, so just stand by for 1 second. Right?
All right, 4800 will continue to hold short of runway 16.
Southwest 921, contact tower 18.7. 187, thank you, have a good day.
I don't mean to be difficult, I just want to do it right.
Alright, Gulfstream 4800, sorry about that, runway 16, the wind 2603, clear for takeoff.
Alright, runway 16, we're clear for takeoff, 4800, thanks. Alright, lights and strobes, let them know.
10010.
Star switches are on, flaps are set, trim is set. And we're going to make that right turn as
Southwest 1177.
as it's published.
5.9, runway 13 center, 31 center.
Alright, we're going to stand on the brakes for this one. Bring it up to 40%. They're synced. Takeoff power.
Expecting 31 center, 3026.
Takeoff power is set.
Southwest 1177. Southwest 1177 Cross Hills S5.
Alright, brakes are released.
ILS 317 approach.
Shows at 5,000 and cleared for the approach 317.
Airspeed's alive. Here's 80. V1. VR. Positive rate. Gear up. Gears in transit. 400 above the ground, flaps coming up. Gears up, lights are out. Flaps are up and indicated. Yaw dampener is on.
And then from 48 CR, so you're ready to contact, climb, maintain 7,000. Climb out of Milwaukee for departure.
Alright, we'll climb to 7,000, 48 CR. Alright, make sure we're climbing, we're turning. Three, four, five. We want to turn before that.
Roger, ACR contact Chicago departure 125.00 today.
Okay, over to departure on 125.00, 4800. Good night.
Yeah, good night as well, sir.
Good evening, Chicago departure, Gulfstream 4800 off of executive, climbing through 5,500 for 7,000.
Gulfstream 4800, Chicago departure, low, climb maintain 15,000, best rate of climb.
15,000, best rate up, 4800. After takeoff checks, gear up, lights out, flaps retracted and indicated, yaw damps on, autopilots checked and set. And we are expediting up to 15,000. And then we're gonna wait for radar vectors. And we're climbing through 10. Pumps and lights are off. And star switches are set to flight.
Turn left direct Bradford.
Left turn direct Bradford for 4800. BDF. Direct BDF. That's not right. Bradfoos. What the heck?
4800, contact center 135.15.
Center on 135.15 for 4800, so long.
So long.
Bridge 18.55 for Southwest 4071 gate.
Hey, good evening, Chicago Center, Gulfstream 4800. We're checking in level at 15,000 direct Bradford.
Hey, Gulfstream, correction 4800, Chicago Center, climb maintain 16,000 normal speed.
16,000 for 4800.
The Gulfstream 800, clear direct destination.
Alright, 4800, we're cleared to destination airport. There is a VOR at this airport. What is it? 112.7. Identify it quickly since it is picking up. That is Springfield.
Gulfstream 800, across 20 miles north of Springfield at 7,000.
20 miles north of Springfield at 7,000 for 4800.
800, Springfield altimeter 3032.
3032, thank you, 4800.
Chicago. Chicago Center, Southwest
6114. Flight 220 for Southwest 6114.
Southwest 6114, Chicago, cross Fisk at 11,000, the Midway altimeter 3026.
Fisk 11,006,114. Chicago Center, Delta 536, variable 240.
526, Chicago, send me to Terminal 4 arrival, be here altimeter 3026.
Chicago Center, Southwest 1581.
Southwest.
Center, Southwest 1581 is with you, flight level 240.
Southwest 1381, Chicago, descend via to NG4 arrival.
Chicago Center, Southwest 5531, US flight level 220.
Southwest 5521, Chicago, cross Fisk at 11,000.
Southwest 5531, descend toward 1,000.
Chicago Center, Southwest 4050, 15,000, direct Eleanor.
Southwest 2050, Chicago Center, climb 18, flight level 230, normal speed.
30 normal speed, Southwest 2050.
Descend via Terminal 4 for Delta 556. Chicago Center, Southwest 51, roger that, NV4 arrival. Chicago Center, Southwest 1581.
Okay, we're descending into the airport.
And further, it's pretty choppy after 240.
It's a METAR real quick.
In Southwest 1581, you can descend at pilot's discretion at
Okay.
6,000.
METAR request sent. No, it says no wind, 10 statute miles, clear.
Roger that, pilot's discretion.
Altimeter 3032.
1581.
It's for my choosing.
Gulfstream 800, contact Springfield approach on 126115. Have a good night.
Springfield approach on 126.15 for 4800. Good night. Good evening. Springfield approach Gulfstream 4800. We're checking in, descending through 10,500 for 7,000.
Gulfstream 4800, Springfield approach, get on. Correction, good evening, sir. Springfield altimeter 303 to expecting visual approach. Just let me know what runway you would like.
Alright, 4800. I guess we'll take the visual runway 22. Looks good.
4800, roger, expecting visual approach, runway 22, descend pilot's discretion, maintain 3000.
We'll expect the visual runway 22 down to 3,000, 4800. Okay, 3,000 is set. We're going to do the visual runway 22. It does have an ILS. The approach course is 223. Put that in. Frequency is 111.7. 2.7 on the standby. There's an ADF nearby, 375. So the frequency, 375. Put that in. We are slowing down. Select approach, ILS 22. Vectors, load. Okay. Got the altimeter. Missed approach is a climb to 1,500, then a climbing right turn to 2,700 via the spinner Vortac radial 235 to Cubvo intersection 12 DME and hold. The airport elevation's 598 feet, crossing altitude's going to be 2,200, minimums are 200 feet, AGL, and we will be parking at Stellar Aviation. Which if we can land and stop by taxiway Bravo, that would be really, really convenient. Depends on where we touch down. Okay, we're below 10. Landing lights are on. Pumps are on. Starter switches are set to continuous. Altimeter is local setting.
Before you see us here, turn 20 degrees to the left. Vectors for the final bridge course for 122.
Okay, 20 to the left, 4800. Alright, speed checks, 10 degrees. We do have the airport in sight.
Before you hear the airport 1 call 10 miles, Brookfield side.
And at 4800, we do have the airport in sight. Alright, speed checks, 20 degrees.
4800, thank you very much, sir. Cleared visual approach runway T2.
We are clear for the visual runway 22, 4800. Clear for the visual. Lights are on, pumps are on. Power switches are on. Speed checks. We'll put the gear down. Gear coming down, we're going to begin a descent. Go down 2,000. Nice and gently. Alright, gears down, 3 green lights. Speed checks, 40 degrees of flaps. Yaw damps away. We're going to do the visual, so the flight director is coming off. And all the throttles are off. And I'm going to take the autopilot off.
Before you here's Springfield Tower, wind column, runway 22, clear to land.
Runway 22, cleared to land, 480 Sierra. The missed approach is up to 2,700 feet. All right, ref.
Don't sink.
Sink it, 7. Ref +1, sink at 6. Alright, ref sink at 8. Alright, ref, sink at 7. Alright, speed brakes are deployed. The reversers are out, there's 90 knots. And 60 knots. Reversers are stowed, and there goes Bravo. I'm trying to catch that. No, I'm not making that. Oh, now we're going down the hotel.
Go 480, we're parking, sir.
What's it called? 480 here. We're going to Stellar Aviation. Spoilers retract. Flaps are coming up. Starter switches are off.
Number 480 here, Roger. Exit. First of all, exit left on Hotel. Taxi park via Hotel, Charlie, and Bravo. Cross runway 36 at Hotel. Hold short on runway 31 at Charlie.
Okay, we'll exit left on Hotel, and then left Charlie. We're cleared across runway 36. We'll hold short of 31. Alright, landing license strobe lights are off. Pumps are off. Pitot heat and de-ice are off. Bring the APU up. APU's coming up. Alright, this is Charlie. or I'm sorry, we're on hotel. We'll cross to runway 36, take a left turn on Charlie, and hold short of runway 31.
Before you choose your cross runway 31 at Charlie. You're on your way in, monitor Kansas City Center on 132.32. You have a great night, sir.
Alright, we're clear to cross runway 31 on Charlie, and we'll monitor Kansas City Center on 3232. Thanks a lot. Good night.
Attention aircraft on frequency. Springfield approach is now closed. Class Charlie procedures are still in effect. Aircraft operating in the airspace. Got at Kansas City Center 132.32. For further advisories.
Alright. There we go. Brakes are set. Fuel cutoff 1 and 2. Beacons off. Alright, well, hope you enjoyed this Friday night ops, February 16th.
Delta 2131, turn right.
Frozen Chicago Friday night ops. Please like and subscribe, and until next time, happy landings.